Hello, cancer support community of East Tennessee. My name is Stephanie Chunn, and I am your wellness coach here at the cancer support community in Knoxville, Tennessee. Today, I will be bringing you a workout regimen that can be done in the comfort of your own home with little to no equipment required. So before we begin, I want to remind you, please be certain that you have gotten a release from your medical team before beginning this or any other exercise regimen. Before we get started, we will begin with a few warm-up movements just to get the body and muscles prepared. Also, be certain that you grab some water, and if you don't have dumbbells, you can grab some home items that you may have, water bottles, canned goods, in the event that you want to add a little resistance, but if not, you can still get the exercise in without weights or equipment. So before we begin, we will start with our warm-ups, and we will begin with a knee to chest movement, just bringing that knee in, inhaling, exhale, exhale. We're going to do each movement twice on each side, just getting the body prepared for what you're about to do. All right, our next movement is toe reaches. Give you a side angle, and what you want to do is make sure you're pushing those hips out to the back. Inhale up. Last one on this side. Next, we're going to go into a reverse lunge. So we're just going to come back. You don't have to worry about overstepping or making a wide step. Making sure that that knee stays behind the toe. We're going to do a few leg swings. Just opening up that body, getting those muscles nice and loose. Get a little shoulder movement forward. Go a little larger. And reverse, and a little larger. So our last warm-up movement will be a few moves together combined. So we're going to step, squat, step, and reach. Side angle, step, squat, step, reach, step, squat, step, and reach. Also, before we begin, we will be working with a 30 seconds up to a minute of work time with 30 seconds in recovery. If you'd like, make sure you grab some water, and if you like music to kind of help you get along, go ahead and get that set up as well. So I'm going to set my timer. This will be a full body workout, and we will end up with our abs at the end of the workout so that you only have to make it to the floor one time. So our first movement will consist of a wall sit and or squats, and I will demonstrate both. Wall sit being first. So you're just going to come and have a seat, shoulders are back, and you're just going to go down to your comfort level, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So this is what it looks like if you decide to do a squat. So we're just pushing down, exhale. All right, so now we're in recovery. Remember, 30 seconds of recovery. We're going to grab dumbbells if you have them. If not, that is quite all right. Bending over at the waist, slight bend in the knee, and we're pulling those elbows toward the back. Exhaling on your way back. Giving you a front view. be a lunge. This can be done with or without weights, and you also have two options on that as well. You can alternate, or you can stay on one leg and do a switch up at the halfway point. I'll begin with our alternate. Exhaling on the way up. Hands can be out or to the side, or if you decide, you can add dumbbells and just hold them to the side as well. Front view. Now we're going to go into our push-ups, and I'm going to show you 3 different options here. You can go on a wall. You're here. Feet are away from the wall just a little. Elbows are toward the back, protecting those shoulders. You just want to lean in with the chest. If you want to go and do a floor option, you can start on your knees, or out on your toes. All right. Make sure you grab some water throughout. Make sure you keep yourself hydrated. Our next movement will be an RDL with or without weights. You're going to keep the weights on your legs, bending over at the waist, pushing those hips back the entire time. Exhale. You're going to feel this movement in your hamstrings and in your glutes. So here's your front view. Now we're going into an upper body movement with a shoulder press. You want to give yourself a stagger stance, meaning one foot in front of the other. You're going to bring your weights, if you have them, up to your shoulders, and you're pressing. Exhale as you take the weights up. Now, if you have difficulty or if your range of motion will not allow you to take your hands over your head, you can do an upright row. You're just bringing those weights to your chest and your elbows to your shoulder. Now we're going in with another lunge movement, but this time we're going to go lateral, meaning side to side. Option 1 is to alternate. Let me show you what that looks like. Here we go. Give you a side view. You want to make sure that you're pushing those hips to the back. You've got about 10 seconds if you're doing the 30 seconds. Remember, you can do this movement up to 1 minute, depending on your fitness level. And remember, listen to your body. If at any time during this regimen that you feel anything that causes discomfort or pain, please stop. All right, now we're going to go into a bicep curl. Very familiar movement. We're just going to bring those hands and weights, if you have them, up. Inhale as you go down, giving you a side view. Got about 3 seconds here. Our last lower body movement will be calf raises. And you want to just kind of grab a wall here just for balance. You're going to place one leg behind the other, and you're going to come up on that toe. So you're just raising up on the toe. Exhaling as you come up. Inhaling as you go back down. And at the halfway point, you're going to switch legs. we go to the ground with our abs, we'll have one more upper body movement, and that is going to be an overhead tricep press. And I'm going to give you one other alternate if you have difficulty with your range of motion. Stagger stance, one foot in front of the other. And you're exhaling as you press up. Your side view. Again, if your range of motion will not allow you to do that, you can slightly bend over, keeping that elbow and shoulder, and just press back. Be sure to grab some water if you need it. Now we're taking it to the floor for some abs. And our first movement, we're going to lie straight back on your back. Feet are flat, knees are bent. We're going into a bridge. You're raising the glutes up off the floor with a nice squeeze. Abs are engaged, meaning you've drawn them in. Taking a deep breath through the nose. And out the mouth. All right. Now we're going into what we call a torso twist. Two options here. You can have your feet flat on the floor or your heels on the floor, or you can raise them and you're just twisting side to side. I'll begin with my heels up. And then the halfway point, I'll show you what that looks like if you decide to place your heels on the floor. Heels are down. All right, now we've come to what we're going to call the Superman. So you're lying on your tummy here. Hands and feet are straight out. And you can raise up this way. And if you have difficulty raising both hands and feet, you can do an alternate hand and leg raise. Alternating. Or if you like, you can do a more challenging pose and come into a plank. You're on your elbows and your toes. Again, depending on your fitness level, do what feels best for you. Nice job. Now we're going to go into a very familiar pose. We're going to go elbow to knee. So we're going to lie flat, one leg is crossed over, and we're going to bring that left elbow over to the right knee. And at the halfway point, you will switch over. And switch. Next, we're just going to place our feet flat on the ground. And you can either do a pulse, hands coming straight through your legs, or you can bring your hands to your ears. Just do not pull on your legs. Just try to bring those shoulders up off the ground. Exhaling as you come up. And this is what it does if you pulse it. Alrighty, our last movement is what we call a bow pose. So you're going to extend your arms out from the body, and you can bring your feet off the ground, or if you like, you can keep your heels on the floor. Alright, I'll begin this one. And then at the halfway point, I will bring my heels down. Alrighty. Remember, always recover when you feel the need. This is your workout regimen. Go according to your fitness level. All right. So now what we will do is do some stretching after our workout.
Pausing session.
Just to make sure that we've got all of our muscles nice and loose after the workout as well. It's just as important to warm up as it is to stretch in the end. So let's go ahead and lean forward. We're gonna come up on that back toe, stretching out those quad muscles. Now lean forward, pushing that heel down to the ground. Step up. We're gonna go back. Remember not to overstep. Come up on that toe, stretching here. Now lean forward, pushing that heel to the ground. Good job. All right, now we're gonna take our hands up over our head. We're gonna lift and lean. Back to the center. Lift and lean. Back to the center. Dropping that right elbow. Give it a nice little hug. Switching out. I'm going to give you just a side view here. Go into a few arm swings. Exhale forward. Inhale back. This time we're going to grab our right fingertips and pull them back, stretching out the bicep. Switch sides. Now we're going to lock those fingers. Palms are away, and we're just going to press out as far as we can, stretching out those lats here. Arm swing to the back. Locking those fingers, stretching the chest, pressing out. Now we're going to go into deep shoulder rolls. Let's get us a couple to the back. Toward the front. Torso roll here. I'm going to just give you a side view. Opposite direction. And finally, we're going to go into a nice neck roll. So we're just going to slowly roll our neck all the way around. Now take it in the opposite direction. All right, that concludes our workout regimen for today. Again, work according to your fitness level. You can begin with 30 seconds up to a minute with 30 seconds in recovery. Remember to hydrate, and if anytime anything feels uncomfortable or causes you pain, stop the movement. Have a great day, guys.